Alright students, so here is just a brief introduction to what you need to do for your outlining assignment. Like all co-Req assignments, you will be using your reading that is in your English 101 or your English 100 course. It could be a textbook chapter, it could be a book that you have to read, like maybe the SEC Common Read, it could be an essay or an article. But what you'll do is you'll get your reading, you'll read through it, hopefully you'll annotate, because that'll make this easier. And then you're going to have to create an outline. And an outline is basically, again, like most things that we're doing in this course, are your key terms, your key points and information that you would need to know. An outline should be helpful to you if you're studying for an exam. So I've got Word opened here, and I want to show you just kind of quickly how to create an outline in Word. So I've started out, you can put your title, like essay, chapter, article, whatever it is, if I can type article, okay? And then outlines start on the left side of the paper with their more broad subject. And then as you move over to the right side of the paper, tabbing in, you get more specific. So like the further right you go, it would be like examples, okay? So you would start with, typically, I'm going to use a textbook chapter. Let's think about a textbook chapter. You have your first heading that you would have in the chapter. Oops. We need to format it like an outline. So we need our Roman numeral, which is a capital I. So Shift I, period. Notice how it moves it. It automatically indents and starts formatting. So heading 1, whatever that it is in your textbook, you would type there. When I hit enter, it automatically does a Roman number 2. But I'm not done with that section of my textbook. So I hit the tab key on my keyboard, and it moves it over. So this would be a subheading or key main idea of paragraph. Okay. Again, I hit enter, and it came up with a B. If I didn't have any other information, that's fine. Paragraph. But let's say on this paragraph it gives me an example. So I hit enter, but I need to tab over again. It gave me an example of something. Okay, maybe it gave me 2 examples of something. Okay, so that's kind of your general how most will go. On your keyboard, hitting enter will give you another one. Tab moves you over, but let's say you wanted to move back to the left, you would hold down the shift key and hit the tab key. Notice how that's moving me back. Okay, so now I'm at my next heading or section. Okay, section 2. Again, you're going to have main idea, oops. Maybe you got a key term in there. Definition. Maybe you got an example also. Whatever that it takes. And you'll just continue on as you go through your chapter. If you're reading an essay or an article, your outline may not have a lot of different sections. It may just have, a few. Okay, instead of sections, you would just have your individual paragraphs instead of breaking it down into sections necessarily. So, on the outlines, you do not have to use complete sentences, but at the same time, you should have enough information there for it to make sense to you. Paraphrasing is great. That's what I strongly suggest, because if you're able to paraphrase a key point or idea, then that means you understood it. So, but that's an example of what an outline is. Once you get done typing it up, you'll save it and then attach the document. Okay? If you have any questions, send me an email early in the week. That way we have time to get our things worked out, get our answers, and you have time to get your assignment actually done.